What's going on, folks, and welcome to another Scum video. I hope we're all doing well. Now, something a little bit different today, something that I noticed on the Steam forums last night, and I felt very passionate and have been very passionate about this for a very long time. Let's not get ourselves into any trouble here. So I'm going to be showing you some images, but there is no names or servers being shown on the screen at any time, shape or form. So I'm not going to be shouting out any server. I'm not shouting out any names. This is just an overall general shout about what's going on with these bot servers. Now, there's currently a bot that some servers do use. Now, you can order stuff within the system, and you can have basically items sent to you while you're in game. Now, there's ways of doing this. You can pay the server owner, and they will give you perks in the game. And there's another way of doing it as well, which is finding in-game currency, or just playing on a server and building up the coin system naturally, where you can spawn stuff in. Now, there are some servers out there that will charge real money for this kind of thing, and I think, to be fair, if you ever see that kind of thing on servers where they're charging real money for stuff, that is a bit of a red flag. Now, considering that Scum isn't even halfway through development and we already have some form of mod, so to speak, I don't think this is a great idea for the game. Regardless if people say, hey, this is great for the player count, this has done so much for the game, but the truth is, over the last God knows how long now, since I've been doing all my beginner guides and stuff, we've had a massive influx of new players to the game, and if they're coming in getting this kind of experience from bots, and even server owners that are treating their players the way they do, that is doing nothing for the game except for self-gain, 110%. Now, I fully support Scum in everything they do, and this is nothing to do with the developers in that respect. This is down to the player taking that opportunity and taking that choice to be able to do something like this. But as I said, it is a red flag to do something like this, and if they're not, if the server owners aren't doing what they're supposed to do when people hand over this money, then it can be a very bad situation and people are going to get really pissed off. Now, this is a terrible situation for a game that is currently growing, and to have this happening on some of the servers. Now, there are a ton of decent servers out there. There are tons and tons of servers that do not require payment. Why are you paying someone for a game that is all about survival? This is a survival game. I understand you have your PvP players. Yes, you have your PvE players. But if some of these server admins, server owners are making like $1,000, $1,200 a month, where's the support going towards the development team? Where's the support going to the devs? Or is that just all for 110% self-gain for that server? I understand it's a private server, and if you go into a private server, that is up to you. That is your choice, fully. You can't say anything against that, and I completely respect that decision as well. But with a load of new players and a new influx of players that we're going to have come into the game as well, this isn't a great way for the game to be shown. And I do believe, and I've always said it, and I'm going to be completely honest, the bot should never have come into the game. This is a survival game, for crying out loud. This isn't Scumazon, and that's what we call it now, Scumazon. The bot servers, you order stuff and it gets sent to you directly. There is no skill in that. It's strictly just for PvP. And I know people that have left them servers because they've been completely rinsed dry. They rely on having to pay to play. And that shouldn't be happening in a game like this. And as you can see here, someone's ended up paying $50 a month, and they had some issues, and they're accusing the owner of doing certain things. Now, I'm not here to say that that owner was literally doing stuff like that. I'm showing a few clips here that you might have seen. Just pause it and have a read. But there's issues like this going on, and people will get pissed off with this. But the whole point of this video is the bot system needs to be a little bit dumbed down to some extent. The bot's great for certain things. But when you start getting into this kind of territory, it gets a little dangerous. And like I said before, if you go on a server, generally most servers have their own Discords, and that's where it all happens now. But if they're charging that amount of money a month, it's a bit of a red flag straight away anyway. Because it all comes down to self-gain at the end of the day, rather than the actual passion for the game and where it's actually going. Because this isn't the way the game's supposed to be played. And I think the developers have to look a little carefully at this and sort of figure out, are they going to allow this kind of thing to happen? Personally, I don't think they should allow that sort of stuff to happen. because it's going to upset new players and players that are currently on the game anyway. So it's very, you know, it's incredible to see this sort of stuff going on. But anyway, that's my little rant for the day. But at the same time, I think I made a couple of good points there. And like I said, this is nothing towards the developers. I'm just warning you guys, if you sort of see anything like that in Discords and on other Scum servers, you don't need to pay to play the game, guys. You don't need to pay anything to play this game. There are tons of great servers out there with admins and stuff that don't even play on, you know, on the server, and they will look after you in game. They will just make sure that the server is protected, that keeps the hackers out, keeps the cheaters out and stuff like that. Not all private servers are like what you are seeing today, but obviously this can happen, and when this happens, it gets out there, and this is a big part of, you know, the game developing and stuff like that. And I just completely disagree with this in so many ways. And you know, if they're saying that, you know, as you can see in one of these images, it's saying that the server owner is basically saying that they're using it to upkeep the server. Well, it doesn't cost $1,000 a month to upkeep a server, does it? That's, you know, you can literally, the way this bot system works is you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to be at the computer to sort of make all this stuff happen. So I think this is something that people should just be wary of, and hopefully I would have helped you out a little bit, but just be careful of the servers that you do go on. Preferably, I tend to keep away from bot servers completely, 100%. So guys, have a great day. I'll catch you tomorrow for the Members Monday stream, and we are working on our event server, so I'll let you guys know a little bit more about that tomorrow. So stay safe, peace out, and I'll catch you next one. Take care.